QR codes. So if you thought they were just for menus during the pandemic or something like that, let that go. QR codes can actually be a really powerful marketing strategy for smaller businesses too. And I want to show you guys today what we did in Marketer's Heart 2022 event, how we used the QR codes and how it made it really fun and interesting and super easy and actually increased conversion rate to increase our sales at the event. Hey everyone, I am Kathy Olson of Funnel Gorgeous. So we have this event every year called Marketer's Heart. This year we had it at Disney World. Super fun. If you guys haven't seen the video about Marketer's Heart and what happened, it was an amazing time. We're going to be doing it again next year in 2023 in New Orleans. I can't wait. But one of the things that we did totally different this year was using QR codes, and we used them several places. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of break down 3 different strategies of like places you would use them at an event and how they can actually increase your conversion rates, but also make it really easy for your people and make it a little gamified and fun. So the first place that we used it was on slides. So we have, different people were presenting. We were also presenting ourselves, or we had all kinds of things that we needed people to know. We knew most likely people had their phones on them and not their computers because they're at an event. They're trying to stay undistracted, right? But it's not always easy to type in URLs on your phone. So really it had to do with the phone strategy, but mostly it was a way to kind of shortcut a URL and make it easy for people to pull up. One thing to note though, you want to make sure you have really good internet during this time because all of the people will be hitting that URL at the same time in your event, so make sure your Wi-Fi is good. How can you use this? You can use it throughout your presentation. You can use it in the beginning, in the middle, at the end. You can say, hey, if you guys want to know more information about this, or you can always say, I don't have time to go into this, but if you want to grab my free guide, here's your QR code. They scan it with their phone, on the screen, the big screen, and they can pull it up right then and save it for later. The second place we used it was on promo materials. So on the flyers where we had our offer, we had a little flyer that basically said, here you go to sign up. Technically, the flyers were paper order forms if someone wanted to write in their credit card information, but a lot of people are already in our portal. A lot of people that come to that event are already customers of ours, and so they were able to scan a QR code that took them directly to log in to their members area so that they could check out without having to put in any credit card information whatsoever. It also made it easier because we didn't have hardly any actual paper order form to input into our system. We didn't have to run the credit cards directly. I think out of, a few hundred transactions, there were maybe like 5 paper ones that were filled out. The other piece of that is that we actually used it on the promo materials like banners. So we would have these banners next to a table where you could ask questions, but people could scan the QR code on the banner instead of getting an actual flyer and do the exact same thing and check out. The third way that we used them was actually to fill out forms or to help with the registration process, which is basically like the onboarding process. So at the time, we actually had to have everybody fill out a COVID waiver saying, hey, we know that we could possibly get COVID or something because we're here in person and COVID's a thing. So we were able to have people, as they walked up, they could scan that code, sign the appropriate paperwork, and we could be on our way. And we had all that information there, so they didn't have to have an actual form that they had to fill all that out. So you might not have to do a COVID waiver anytime soon, but think about things you would want them to fill out. If it's a form or some sort of information they want to input to you, it could be even registering for something at an event or signing up for something or just registering interest or something like that. It actually helped save a ton of time because people could be filling out the form while they were waiting in line. So you can use it as a strategy to make the check-in process even faster. So those are the areas that we use QR codes during our event. You can also use them online, but you really wouldn't want to replace it with an actual link because remember, QR codes are really for phones. So if someone's going to be on their phone, it's easier for them to do our QR code. But if they are going to be on their computer, you would just want to have a direct link. The good news is it's really easy to create QR codes now. You can obviously just search QR code generator and they will make one for you, but our favorite is Bitly because we have our own Bitly account. It's kind of our own URL, which is fglink.me. That is our URL that we use for Bitly. So we were able to create ShortLink with Bitly and also use the QR code system that they have. It's just an image that you download and you just throw it into your layout. Super easy, and then you can track all of the clicks and all that good stuff just like you could with a normal Bitly link. So what do you think? Are you going to use QR codes? Can you think about what places that your customers or your clients would be using their phone that QR QR codes would make more sense? If so, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next week. Bye.